Hello again, everyone. It's Bob Martin, the RCSubGuy with the NautilusDryDocks.com. And if you were not aware, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And to celebrate, we are going to be doing something really cool. We're hoping you're going to be able to help us out and in exchange get something super cool to add to your fleet. Let's take a look. So as a little bit of background to this project, I just want to let you know, back in 2019, I was actually diagnosed with cancer of the appendix, and I went through a journey to address that situation that actually involved surgery on my abdomen to remove a lot of what was in there. I had to revisit that back in 2021 where they found another little spot, but fortunately, I am all cured. My thanks to the MD Anderson Cancer Center and my doctor, Dr. Fournier, who helped me out. I'm happy to say I'm completely cancer-free and looking forward to living the rest of my life out. But of course, a lot of people aren't as fortunate as I, and they're struggling with cancer right now. So what we want to do, and in conjunction with the month of October and breast cancer awareness, we want to do a little bit of a fundraiser, offer something super cool to people that you'll be able to walk away from in memory of this event, and also get you a super cool RC submarine to add to your fleet. So let's take a look. So immediately you are going to notice the bright pink nature of this permit class submarine that I have sitting in front of me. There's a little bit of a story behind this. This was actually a project boat that I took in on trade from another customer, and it came to me in this color scheme. So I'm thinking the original builder probably had it in his mind to play some kind of homage to Operation Petticoat, which is an old I believe it was like circa 1959 movie. Regardless, this is a pink 1/72nd scale permit class submarine, and when my wife pointed out that October was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I immediately knew that this boat had a calling. And so what we are doing is we are going to be auctioning this boat off with a silent auction. And basically what you'll do, I'll put the link in the description of this video. You can go to that page and you submit your bid. You don't know what everybody else has bid. Highest bid takes it. At the end of October, we are going to see who's got the highest bid on this, and 30% of the sale price is going to be donated to the American Cancer Society. So this is not only your opportunity to own a super cool boat, but to help the cause for cancer research as well. Now that's all well and good. You may be looking at it and saying, "Oh, I'm not really sure that I want this." Trust me, you do. Let me show you what we've got here. All right, as I mentioned, this is a 1/72nd scale U.S. permit class submarine. It's a fiberglass hull. I am not sure who manufactured it. It's got some basic scribing up on the deck area here, but other than that, it's just a super cool representation of this really iconic U.S. submarine. What the package is going to include: the hull, with a removable aluminum periscope here that helps you keep track of it when you're submerged. We've got a low frequency 6-channel radio system, so this is a full diving submarine. A D&E miniatures 3.5-inch watertight cylinder, and when this came here, this is basically brand new. As far as I could tell, this was not used before this boat. And we'll start from the forward side here. There's a big 2.3 amp hour sealed lead acid battery that rides in the wet here. We've got all this styrofoam offsetting the weight of it. Waterproof connector for power to getting to the boat. This is a gas ballast system, so super simple and very reliable. there is a gas saver in here, and that's what this little float is. So when the tank is completely empty, it moves the actuation arm back just enough so that if you continue to try and blow, it won't waste gas if that tank is empty. So that's a super cool feature as well. A big sub 10 electronic speed controller, an AD2 electronic pitch controller, 2 linear servos. These are super cool. So pure linear motion on the 2 outputs for the dive planes and the rudders. A super huge, beefy, brushed electronic motor, and then there's a fail-safe in here. An older Subtech sub-safe, so basically in the case of loss of signal, it'll do a bit of a countdown and then blow ballast automatically. Looking on the back here, we've got a 3-to-1 gearbox that takes this down in RPMs and increases the torque. Our waterproof connector for power that runs up to the battery there, and this is the antenna for the receiver in the test hose, so you can actually submerge this cylinder, in your pool or bathtub before a run, blow into the tube and check for leaks. This is bone dry after 2 bouts in the pond. Works perfectly. Other things you got, this is going to be installed when we show you the installation of the watertight cylinder. This is your main drive shaft, and this is a charging adapter, so you can charge your sealed lead acid battery. I just want to point out that these linkages are exceptionally well done. They move really, really well. It was like that when I got it. I wish I could take credit for it. And a super smooth drivetrain for the propeller. It's a beautiful big brass scimitar prop on the back. So now that you've kind of got an overview of the package, let's get this thing installed, show you what that looks like. All right, access to the hull is super simple. Just 2 screws in the back. I've just got them finger tight. I'm just gonna pop them out, put that right here. Lift up on the back, slide it forward, and we've got access to the interior of the boat. You can see everything is super clean inside. We got all of our ballast weights in here, as well as flotation foam. Taking a quick look in the top side of the hull, you can see all the flotation foam mounted in there. Nice, clean install. This is actually a beautiful build. Looking in the back here before we get into the installation of the cylinder, you can see these linkages for the dive planes here and the linkage for the rudder. And like I said, these are just super smooth, no binding, full throw. Really, really, really well done. I'm going to take these rubber bands off, and what we're going to do is grab our drive shaft, slip that into the back, grab our cylinder, put the dog bone into the dog bone adapter. There's a little pin in here that goes into a hole in the ballast tank, drops down, and now that's in place. We're going to take our rubber bands, stretch them over, snap it down. This installation is super easy. Like you can literally take this cylinder in and out in a matter of seconds. It's awesome. Magnetic connectors for your linkages. Those just snap into place, and they're set up so that you can't actually connect them to the wrong ones because the magnetic fields are opposing. We're going to take our battery cable, run that down the side. Actually, I'm going to move this to the other side. I'm going to put that on this side. And then our antenna out here. Probably a good idea to actually put those underneath the rubber band for next time there. Let's turn on our radio. Set that over here. And to power things up, it's as simple as connecting power. It's on, it's running. We have our rudder control, we have our dive plane control, we have our throttle. Super smooth and quiet. You can see that working right there in both directions. And then our ballast system. So that's blow, and that's vent. That's it. It works really, really well. If you follow my channel, you'll know that I am a huge proponent of the KISS principle for RC submarines. This is the embodiment of that principle. Nothing extraneous, just exceptionally reliable. And as you'll see in a moment, this submarine is one of the best performing boats that I've had out in the water for a really long time. It was so much fun to play with, and because of the color, you're not gonna lose track of it on or under the water. We got amazing response from people walking by the pond who are interested in the boat. It gets a lot of attention, and again, for a great cause. Okay everyone, I've done my job. Now it's time for yours. Bid early, bid often. Let me know what you're willing to pay for this, keeping in mind that 30% of everything you offer goes directly to the American Cancer Society for research to beat this whole cancer thing. Now, the other thing that I'm going to be including in this auction is my time to repaint the boat if you don't like the pink finish. I really sincerely hope that whoever wins this keeps it pink. I call this the pink ribbon permit. I think with that story and the background, it would be awesome to see it in this livery for the remainder of its life. But again, if that doesn't turn your crank, I'm more than happy to repaint it in more traditional colors. That's included in the price of the highest bid. So again, the link to submit your bid is over on my website. I've also included a link that you can just donate directly to the American Cancer Society if the boat doesn't fit your needs. With that, I'm going to let you go. It's all on you guys now. The drawing is going to be at the end of October. All the details are on the pink ribbon permit page of my website. I'm going to let you go. This is Bob Martin with the Nautilus Dry Docks. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.